Paul's reluctant glory, freedom that becomes service. 1 Corinthians 9:15-19 KJV. But I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things that it should be so done unto me. For it were better for me to die than that any man should make my glorying void. 13. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me, if I preach not the gospel. For if I do this thing willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will a dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. 18. What is my reward then? Verily, that when I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of Christ without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel. Meaning, for though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. Paul says he refuses to claim personal rights or boast about his ministry, if it would undermine the gospel. He feels compelled, almost under necessity, to preach. It would be a woe to him not to. When he serves willingly, he is rewarded, and he chooses to preach the gospel freely so he won't misuse any authority. Though free, he becomes everyone's servant to win more to Christ. Imagine a traveling teacher called into a small town. He could demand room and board, charge for lessons, or insist on honor. But he walks past the town hall and the wealthy offers, and instead sits in the market listening to fishermen and merchants. Word spreads not because he enforced rights, but because he laid aside them. He became one of them to show them Christ. Friends whisper, why won't he accept money? He deserves it. He smiles and says, I must speak freely. I won't let my paycheck become the price of truth. Paul contrasts rights with mission. He isn't denying that ministers have legitimate needs. He's refusing to let those rights become a barrier or badge that distorts the gospel. His necessity to preach shows the burden of a calling. Preaching is not optional play, but life and death urgency. Preaching without charge guards the message from suspicion. If the gospel costs nothing, its power comes from God, not from our purse. Check your heart. Do you serve for acclaim, comfort, or commission? Whether pastor, teacher, or believer, learn Paul's paradox. Liberty that chooses servanthood. Lay down rights when they hinder the gospel. Preach and live freely so Christ's message stands unbought. And adopt a servant's posture to win the lost.